One of the things that are very important when you decide to do a makeover on your home, whether it be interior or exterior, is have somebody who can actually know color. And there's no better person that I know is that the queen of color, our all-pro panelist, Kimberly Layton from the Color Design Group.
Well, thank you for that kind of introductory.
Don't let the head get too big. But no, when we talk about really about being good and a good color coordinator, those are accurate words.
Well, thank you very much.
Tell our viewers a little bit about the process about analyzing a home such as the Marconi Ranch project and how the colors came to be.
It all starts with the client, and this particular client was after a Santa Barbara or a Mediterranean type of look, and so not only did the color matter, but actually changing the texture of the home fell into that as well. And so really when we started with the idea of changing the heavy lace to a smooth finish, we had also taken into consideration the roof, the existing roof, the neighborhood it was in, and you know, just the style of the home itself. So in this particular instance, we started out with like a warm yellow khaki color that really goes very well with a terracotta roof.
And then all of a sudden, but things changed along the way.
They did change along the way because, you know, we went through our Frazee paints and picked out a color that was as close as we could get to what our desired outcome was, because we did have some visions and some vision boards that we were using to come to this, you know, particular color. But we started with that paint color, and then when we made the application onto the home and, you know, analyzed it, actually waiting for it to dry, because paint, as you know, when it goes on wet, it's lighter.
Just a little bit.
Yep, and it dries a little darker. So then I went ahead and actually tinted it with like a little bit of a raw umber, just to cut a little bit of that extra yellow, and it turned out beautiful. Clients love it.
And there's another thing that a lot of people don't realize when they just go down to the big box themselves and try to grab the paint they think is going to be just right, is where their house sits and how the light plays upon it throughout the year.
Well, you know, in this particular case too, we sampled it near the neighboring homes. We sampled it on the south side of the house and also on the north side of the house because of the way it shades and difference. So we were looking at a couple different samples when we got to the one that we liked the most. And what's interesting is the homeowner and the client was like, oh my gosh, sometimes during the day it's a little more yellow and sometimes it's a little bit more to the, you know, yeah, but it turned out beautiful.
What actually got you to the point where you knew exactly that this was the color?
It was taking into consideration all the elements and really studying it and looking at it different times, and then against the different homes near it. And then, you know, the color itself really represents the homeowner so well, because it's warm, it's joyful, it's happy and easygoing, and really that really describes the homeowners.
Oh, it does. And again, your home should be a reflection of you, especially, and you don't want, obviously, a home in a neighborhood that you want it to stand out for the right reasons. And I'm sure, Dan, you've seen a lot of homes that stand out for all the wrong reasons. That
the bright purple,
the pink home that with the blue trim, it's wrong.
The real key is when you're in the paint store and you found the perfect color,
yep,
it changes when you get home.
Oh, absolutely.
Be patient, do your due diligence, make several choices, live with it for a short period of time in the different light, and you'll find the one that you really want.
Be able to go back down and feel comfortable with your choice, because you're spending dollars that are dollars that you earned, good dollars. You don't want to waste your money by spending it on something that you think is going to look good in maybe a foot square spot, and then all of a sudden when the house is painted and then you see the different light and the shades, that you're like, oh my God.
That's right.
Yeah.
Correct. Live with it through the different shades of the day and make that determination over a period. I like to see at least 2 days so you can see it twice in the different lights.
And the other good thing is you work with a lot of HOAs, because a lot of people who want to get their home painted, obviously that's one of the first things I ask them is, do you have an HOA? And you've worked with a lot of HOAs dealing with these color changes, especially when they're not within the context of what is allowed.
Absolutely, and you know, the other thing is that there's such a cost savings and a benefit that's involved when using a color consultant, because you know, the amount of sampling that we didn't have to go through, the process was fairly simple in the sense that we started with one color from Frizzy. We adjusted the colors that we already, you know, had the direction and adjusted it just to the right color that we wanted, and then we were able to take that particular paint color back to Frizzy. They custom tinted it to match what we came up with, and then we were able to move down the road much quicker, where there wasn't, you know, several gallons of paint wasted and lots of time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Kimberly, how can our viewers contact you?
We can be reached at 480-251-7757 and our website at colordesignllc.com.
And don't forget, you can always find out all the information about our Queen of Color right on our website, imagehomeimprovement.show.com, or give us a call at 1-800-ASK-A-PRO. That's 1-800-275-2776.